Every single person, young or old, is still on their journey for some. But they're alive, at least. That's what I mean. It's improvement for some. For others, they might not have a goal. Or their goal might be pleasure, but they aren't gonna admit that. My job for you to give me is to give you the benefits of each, the cons of each, and tell you why you should do this and that. Let's start off on, the good foot. I must clearly state my opinion. Improvement. Most people think they are doing improvement when they aren't really progressing at like a good rate, or they're only progressing in one area. True improvement should be in multiple areas. However, you shouldn't try to get your money up. You shouldn't, work on your brain. You shouldn't work on your body. You shouldn't try to learn the cello. You shouldn't try to learn the handstand all at the same time. That's too much stuff to think about. One is the minimum. Which, if you're doing one and they switch, you could be working on your finances, then your body, that's perfectly fine. Up to 3. And, the major for everyone is their finances, their body, and their brain. That is the 3 biggest improvers in progression. So, why is improvement good? Your life will be more fulfilling, you'll be mentally harder, and you'll be a better person overall. You will achieve greatness if you work hard and you learn. The only downside is short-term displeasure. However, seeking pleasure is one of the things I advise against. I understand it might be difficult, but come on, man up, come on. Stop being a little baby boy. Just came out of your mother's womb kind of boy. There's no long-term benefit. And if you hate your past self for your actions, then you'll be bitter and sour. And if you're bitter and sour towards your past self, you're bitter and sour to everyone else. The cons, it's a pretty long list depending on what you're doing. Like example, the naughties. It fries your brain. It destroys your brain. And it completely reframes your perspective on life to something a lot more negative, I would say. Because the naughty changes your brain to only view women as objects. And the way I like to see it, women, it's fine to objectify them sometimes. Not all the time. I know they say they don't want to be objectified, but then again, they also say they date fat people. But you'll never see a supermodel dating a fat person, will you? Unless it's some absolutely ripped guy who's just on a bulk. So, let me be clear on what I hope for you. Why should you choose self-improvement? Well, the answer is simple for me to explain. It might be hard for you to fully digest. You'll get the life you want, you'll get the woman, you'll get the car, you'll get the body. All of this seems fine and dandy, right? But that's not the beauty of it. I know, I sound like a 45-year-old Disney mother. But the journey, in reality, was better than the destination. You can ask any rich person. The journey was better than the destination. They always think back to the times when they're working hard to make money. And they thought, oh, those were good days. But back then they thought it was the bad days, because, you know, they're in the short-term major displeasure. Because they weren't reaping the benefits, and they weren't used to kind of stress they're putting on themselves. That doesn't mean that you won't always have stress when you're going on this path. Like, you need stress to grow. Like, an example is, if your bench press gets too easy, like your 1 rep max gets too easy, then you need to put more weight on. They call it 1 rep max for a reason. You can only do it for 1. And if you can do it for more than 1, then it isn't your 1 rep max anymore. But when you first start out, it's incredibly hard to stay with it, because most people don't have the right set of skills. They have motivation. Motivation, it's great and all, we love it, but that isn't what we want. We want discipline. Discipline is the act of doing something even though you do not want to. Every fiber in your body might not want to do a swim or run, but so what? Bitch, do it anyway. Yeah, do it anyway, man.